Thank you for choosing Southwest Airlines. We'll be departing shortly.
Good afternoon and welcome to Las Vegas. Today I'm flying Southwest Airlines Flight 850 to Long Beach, and I'll be sharing this trip report and flight experience. Southwest Airlines is in the middle of making some big changes, from charging for checked bags on most fares to renaming classes of service like Basic, and even planning to phase out their open seating policy in January 2026. This trip report is a series that helps capture this transition period for Southwest Airlines. And with no bags to check, which would have cost $35, I've got my boarding pass in hand and I'll head straight to the gate. From picking up my boarding pass to clearing TSA pre-check took about 10 minutes. Not bad for a Saturday afternoon, especially with just one TSA agent working the line. Southwest Airlines Flight 850 to Long Beach departs at gate C14 at 3:50 this afternoon and departs on time. So from past TSA to the gate, not in a hurry, it takes about 10 minutes. You could take a shuttle, but I don't think it saves that much time. And after about a 10-minute walk through the concourse past slots and restaurants, I've arrived at gate C14. As I mentioned earlier, Southwest Airlines is in a transition period. Their old wanna-get-away fares are now split into two tiers. Basic, which is what I purchased, which is the most restrictive with fewer changes and shorter credit expirations. And then there's Choice, which offers a little more flexibility like same-day changes, transferable credits, and better point earning. For now, open seating is still in place, and I've generally found that to be still pretty orderly, usually getting my preferred window seat on short flights just like this one.
A31 through 60s, welcome aboard. B1 through 30 can line up on the left, A31 through 60.
And here comes the plane that will be operating as Southwest Airlines 850 into Long Beach. It's just arrived. Delivered new to Southwest Airlines in June 2012, this 13-year-old Boeing 737-800 is registered November 8603 Foxtrot, N8603F, and it's in the Heart livery. It's only ever flown with Southwest Airlines and is configured with 175 all-economy seats. Powered by two CFM International engines, it just arrived from Chicago Midway as Southwest Airlines Flight 224. And before we board, it's always great to see the Washington State University plane represented. So there's the Alaska E-175 in my school colors. Go Cougs!
C14 for Flight 850 with service to Long Beach. At this time, if you're holding an A1 through 30 boarding pass, you can go ahead and line up along the chair side. If you're holding an A31 through 60, you can line up closer to the window. You pass these doors. If you are using your mobile device today as your boarding pass, please make sure to have that brightness raised all the way up so we can get you scanned in properly. This is Flight 850 with service to Long Beach. We're going to start with our pre-board passengers first. Through 30s, welcome aboard. B31 through 60 can line up on the right. B1 through 30. Once again, folks, please continue to put those personal items underneath the seat.
And as I board through the jet bridge, I noticed they didn't announce the number of open seats, which they've been doing on some recent flights. If this were a full flight, boarding in the B1 through 30 group would usually mean the cabin's about a third full. But for today's flight, it's not full. I'd say about 75% at the most. And lucky me, I grabbed 16F, a window seat, which is also considered an emergency row exit seat. This seat has no seat in front of it and no jump seat or anything, so you won't have somebody facing you. The regular seats have 31 inches of pitch, but this seat has 64 inches of pitch. Perfect for someone very tall. The seat also has a width of 17.8 inches and 2 inches of recline, but the seat doesn't recline. And it's not awkward as long as the person sitting in the middle is not looking down at your legs or anything.
Excellent, thank you.
And there you can open the armrest, and there you'll find the tray table, which is inside. so it may reduce the seat width a tiny bit. That it didn't really bother me too much. And this has the adjustable headrest, so you can see me messing with it there. You can fold it, move it up and down, and stuff like that. Thankfully no one in the middle seat, and so I can show you what the seat looks like there in the middle. And as I always mention and recommend, if you have something you can put down to support your lower back area, go ahead and do it. There is the overhead reading light, which works just fine, and the adjustable air vents. And I was able to place my backpack underneath that middle seat there. Southwest Airlines recently changed its snack and beverage service. Instead of flights over 176 miles, it now applies to flights 251 miles or more. That means on this short hop from Las Vegas to Long Beach, no snacks, just water. Still, that's better than the inconsistent services we've seen in the past. We'll see if that holds up going into next year.
Brian Benedetti, Glenda Gonzalez, and Boo Van. If you're on board, please raise your hand and hit your call button. Brian Benedetti, Glenda Gonzalez, and Boo.
So being seated in row 16, it was funny, there is no exit door here, but the crew still asked us to confirm if we could help out in an emergency. So I guess some moral support counts too, and of course we all said yes, or else we would have had to have been moved.
Welcome aboard Southwest Airlines flight services to Long Beach. As you make your way to the aisle, please take any open seats at this time. We do have open seats available towards the back of the aircraft as well, if you're looking for seats together. We also do have spaces overhead bin towards the back of the aircraft as well too. If you want to get to your destination on time, please take any available seat at this time and place those smaller bags in the overhead bin with wheels and handles facing outwards. Those smaller backpacks, purses, please place them under the seat in front of you.
You are aboard Southwest Airlines flight 850 to Long Beach, California. Service to Long Beach, California. The flight attendants serving you today are Kevin in the back. We have Michaela, mid-cabin. We have Robert. Then assist you with the luggage. And my name is Drew, and I'll be serving up front. Please help us with the following safety-related items as we prepare for departure. Small portable electronic devices such as cell phones and tablets may be used in airplane mode during all phases of flight. Cellular functions must be turned off once the forward entry door is closed. Laptop computers and devices of similar size must be stowed for takeoff and landing. If you're using a portable charger or power bank to charge your electronic devices, please keep them in sight and readily accessible. Notify the flight attendant immediately if there are signs of overheating.
Everything is orderly, calm, everyone's boarded, and we'll be taking off here in a few minutes.
The service today, quick service today over to Long Beach. Captain 2 pilots up front, so pleasure to have you on board with us today. We'll be pushing back momentarily. Once we're airborne, 43 minutes, wheels up, wheels down. Smooth there. It's been a smooth ride. To your best. These lights are very best. For you, probably won't be able to get this. We'll sign off. Just keep the duration. Hopefully, as well as we can handle here. Either way, we'll make it most comfortable as we can. Latest way to go over to Long Beach.
And since we'll be departing on runway 26R to the west, I'll grab an F-side window for a great view of the Vegas Strip.
Emergency exits. 2 forward exit doors, 4 overwing window exits, and 2 exit doors in the back. Signs overhead and lights on the floor lead to the exit. If an evacuation is necessary, follow flight attendant commands and leave everything. In the event of a water evacuation, use the life vest under your seat. Remove vest only if told to do so. Pull the red strap to open the container and remove the pouch. Any unwelcome behavior to a flight attendant. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy your quick flight to Long Beach. Welcome aboard Southwest Airlines.
Alright, we'll be taking off and heading out to Long Beach in just a few minutes, so enjoy the sights and sounds of our takeoff. terms of the entertainment, on the Southwest Wi-Fi website you can see our moving map, so you can see where you are in the journey. We just started our flight into Long Beach. You can also see the perspective of what it looks like from the cockpit. And you can see all of the free TV channels that are available. It's a Saturday afternoon, lots of college football, so I guess I'll be watching one of the games. So having no seat in front of you, your tray table will pull out from the side. It's not a very big table, but it's actually foldable, so you can just put your beverage right there or slide it around. If you want to open it up some more, you can open it up some more like that. Again, it might not feel like much, but it is nice to get a cup of water, and as you can see, it's now served in their new bamboo cups. And that's the view that I have as I enjoy the water.
Our final descending into Long Beach. Please stow laptop computers and similar sized electronic devices. Small portable electronic devices may be continued to be used in airplane mode, but must be secure for the remainder of the flight. Ensure that all carry-on items are completely under the seat in front of you or an overhead bin, leaving the area around your feet clear. Raise your seat backs and tray tables to the full upright lock position and fasten your seatbelts. We're going to come by one final time to collect all service items we had handed to you at this time. Any trash that you have may place in that seat back pocket or on the floor. Please pick them up and hand it over to our flight attendant at this time. I want to welcome you to Long Beach.
And so with that announcement, I'll be sharing my thoughts on this trip report on Southwest Airlines 850 from Vegas to Long Beach. Here are my thoughts on today's flight. I've enjoyed sharing these Southwest Airlines trip reports, especially during this transition period before the open seating disappears. Lately, I've had good luck with seats up front or in the exit row, which probably means I'm due for a middle seat in the back on a full flight soon. Say what you want about the open seating, but I found it to be calm and orderly, much smoother than the chaos that I've seen in boarding groups on United or American. The crews remain friendly, and I really hope Southwest Airlines takes good care of them as these changes roll out. Service-wise, water was offered on this short hop, which I found better than previously when they offered full beverage service, but in the end ended up not serving us at all because of the duration of the flight. So this small gesture was better than nothing. Overall, the flight was smooth, the cabin mood was relaxed, and even with the new baggage fees, overhead space didn't seem to be an issue. I hope these reports serve as a snapshot of Southwest during a big shift in its history. And with that, we'll be landing soon in Long Beach.
For this flight crew on Southwest Airlines, we want to welcome you to Long Beach. Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, seat and tray tables to their full and upright and locked positions, and all those carry-on items completely under the seat in front of you. When the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign, please use caution when opening those overhead bins, as the items may have shifted during flight and could fall out. You may now use the cellular function of your small portable electronic devices. For your safety, please ensure that you and any children you are supervising remain clear of the front and back doors, as they will be open for ground service. We will be deplaning by air stairs. Please hold the handrail and use caution as you deplane. Thank you. In order to maintain cooler cabin temperatures while at the gate, please close your window shades and open the 3 air vents above your seat. Thank you.
On previous Long Beach trip reports, you've seen me board at the back of the plane. And even from being seated at the middle of the plane, it was actually faster to exit towards the back this time. One nice feature here in Long Beach is that you can use the rear stairs. Just watch your step. Maybe don't try filming yourself hauling a carry-on down the plane like I did there. Anyway, do enjoy this close-up of the plane as you walk toward the terminal. Finally, we'll stroll through the historic terminal and imagine what it was like to have stepped off the plane when the airport first opened. So thanks for joining me today on this trip report. Like if you enjoyed it, comment with your thoughts, and subscribe for more aviation adventures. And share if you found it helpful, and consider joining as a member to support the channel. We'll see you next time. Bye!